Internet, welcome to my little corner of the world. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ali-Ann. I'm a professional actor, performer, and choreographer here in Ottawa, and I happen to have a day job working in the government. If all things theater, dance, music, aerial hoop, trying new things at 30 interests you, you should totally subscribe to this channel. I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at a bunch of different projects I'm involved in, and I would love to have you here. Today, we're going to talk about that time that I filmed a full feature-length movie during a pandemic. And that movie, ladies and gentlemen, is Brett Kelly's new masterpiece, Galaxy Warriors. And yeah, that is me on the poster. I'm one of the leads. I'm really excited about it. It's my first time as a lead in a feature-length movie. It's really cool. It's really fun. Yeah, I'm really excited. This movie is really a love letter to 1970s and 80s space movies. Think Star Wars. Think Star Trek. Think all the star things. Think Planet of the Apes a little bit. And then add a little sprinkle of Wonder Woman in there. Just for fun. That's what Galaxy Warriors is. But before I get deeper into what Galaxy Warriors is really about, I want to kind of talk a little bit about how I got the opportunity to be in this movie. I was reached out in February of 2020 by the director of the movie, Brett Kelly. Brett had seen me as Wanda in Crybaby a few years back, and he had approached me after the show and introduced himself and told me that he was always in the look for new talent and that he'd love to add me on Facebook and reach out if he had a part in mind for me. So, of course, like any actor does, I said yes. Waited for the right project for us to collaborate on. Lucky for me, that project just happened to be Galaxy Warriors. He sent me some sides and asked me if I would be interested in auditioning the next day. So I worked really hard to memorize the sides as best that I could and prepare. And I was also warned that I would be asked to do a couple of kung fu karate style kicks and punches for the camera, as there would be a lot of fight scenes in this project. While I was very accustomed to auditioning for theater, it had been a while since I had had a film audition. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous about it, but I decided to take it as a learning opportunity that it would be really, really fun to be part of a space movie, the type of movies that I used to watch with my dad when I was a kid. I always find it interesting to hear what people wore to their auditions. All throughout school, we were encouraged to dress for the part, but not as the part. If that makes sense. So for example, if you're auditioning for Pirates of the Caribbean, dress in something piratey, but don't show up dressed as a pirate, you know? So I actually showed up to my audition wearing a matching blue set of athletic wear and some thigh-high velvet blue sapphire colored platform boots. And I figured that looked spacey, but still a little bit like some alternative street style, maybe. I still looked normal. I still looked ready to go down the street if need be. I left that audition having no expectations whatsoever. I was hoping to maybe get an interesting part as a secondary character. I knew that there was going to be a lot of battle scenes and that they were looking for a lot of women. And I was just hoping to get a small part that I could really practice and sink my teeth into as someone coming back to film after a long stint in theater. So it was pretty ecstatic when I got the email saying that I was going to play Vesta, who happens to be one of the lead characters in the movie. For those of you who aren't familiar with Mr. Kelly's work, he's most known for a very vast collection of movies that sort of spoof popular genres of movies. Many of his titles have really niche cult followings, such as Ouija Shark, Jurassic Shark, Spyfall, and Murder in High Heels, which happens to be one of my favorites of Brett's. He's known for having made more movies than Quentin Tarantino, so he's definitely accomplished. He's decided, actually, that Galaxy Warriors will be his last full-length feature film, so I'm really glad I got to be part of it. Now, keep in mind that I was cast in February of 2020. This is...
before our world, as we knew it, came crumbling down into a pile of lockdowns and stay-at-home orders and...
eating a lot of potato chips at home alone. Everybody ate way too many potato chips. That's how we all coped. While filming was scheduled to start in the summer, which was super because I was really busy with 2 other theater projects that were wrapping up for May, things were kind of left up in the air a little bit as to what we would be allowed to do come the summer, as well as how that was going to affect the script and the story due to filming limitations. But we had pushed a lot of the bigger scenes, like the battle scenes, to the following year in hopes that maybe restrictions and guidelines would be a little bit more lenient by then. And I mean, they kind of are. Ultimately, this project was only supposed to take a couple of months of filming. But with all of the pushbacks and the changes we had to make, it was over a year of filming and over a year of planning for Brett and his wife Anne-Marie to get production in a place where we could get the movie done. It made wrapping everything up last week a little bittersweet because we genuinely had a lot of fun working together, but we were ready. We were very ready for this project to be done. I think my favorite part about working on this project was seeing how innovative Brett and his wife Anne-Marie could be in terms of building sets and making costumes and props. Seriously, if you look at some of these photos that I'm going to show here on the screen, you would never swear that most of them were filmed in Brett's garage, that the transport ships are all made out of Lunchables and various container lids. Nor would you believe that the costumes are all made out of foam car mats. Anne-Marie actually used a lot of cosplay techniques in order to make the armor look as good as it did. So it was really, really neat to see how much they could stretch a dollar on this production. It's just amazing how beautiful all of these sets and costumes look on film. You'd never believe me if I said that 99% of the sets came from the dollar store or the recycling bin. All right, everyone. So right now we're in between filming scenes, and I'm going to give you a quick little tour of our set. The sets were all built by Brett and Anne-Marie themselves. And they're looking pretty cool. If you guys are wondering where we're filming in their garage. Yeah, it's just at their home, their regular home. So yeah, we're about to start filming the next scene. This scene is when Vesta and Demeter have made it onto the transport ship. They were purposefully captured and they're being taken to the prison planet. So I've got to quickly freshen up my hair and go over my lines because we're going to be filming super soon, but I thought I'd give you a quick preview before we jump into the next scene. Having a little extra time also meant that Brett got a chance to reach out to a couple of different artists for our movie posters that are drawn. They're drawn by real people. And it just goes to show what wonderful and talented artists and illustrators we have in our city at our disposal. Both of the artists actually make cameo appearances as extras in our movie, so make sure to look for that Easter egg if you can. Overall, working on this movie was such a joy. And a saving grace for me in a time when I wasn't able to do many of the theater projects I had going on. I had no auditions, I had no theater prospects. Even being able to work on this movie every so often in a blue moon when we could, when we had an opportunity, when we weren't in a lockdown, kept the creative juices going. And it just felt so nice to be part of a project. What a gift for any actor during this time to truly be able to practice their craft and collaborate in a time when we're all very... I don't know if you heard that, but that was very, very loud and it interrupted my sentimental tangent.
You know, I gotta say thank you to Brett because he's given me so many opportunities to hone my craft as a screenwriter. I've worked on quite a few productions with him, and it's always been a wonderful, wonderful ride.
Aw, that's so nice. I'm definitely putting that in the video. Another great thing about this project was I got to work with new people. Do you mind if I get some footage of your cool makeup?
Okay. So my hair is done. We're gonna do the makeup next.
I play Vesta. I'm going to be beating you guys up today.
Excellent. Fantastic.
As well as some familiar faces that are so near and dear to my heart. I got to work with my jazz and ballet dance teacher from when I was 17 years old. Krista Collane plays Circe.
This is an insult. I went to meet her, not her whippy pilot.
She has choreographed me before. She was the choreographer for a production of Spamalot that I was in. But it was really special getting to work with the person who taught me how to dance. And it was just so lovely getting a chance to collaborate with her. I also got to work with Andrew Galligan, who played Princeton to my Kate Monster in Avenue Q back in 2015. And it's always such a pleasure when I get to work with him. It's like coming home, really. There's such a level of respect and professionalism and deep-rooted friendship there that it was really special coming back to that. And I got to work with Abby Flockton, who played one of the other teardrops in Crybaby with me. And it's always such a pleasure working with her. I would do it in a heartbeat. You'll also see Emma. You remember Emma from my last video on starting Ariel when I was 30? If you haven't seen it, you should totally watch it right now. My friend Emma makes a cameo in that video, and she also makes a cameo in Galaxy Warriors as a prisoner and as a space lady of the night.
Do you think these are space hooker eyebrows?
What do you think, guys?
What do you think, world? Are these what space hooker eyebrows look like? We'll find
Comment
out.
below. But the person I had the most fun filming with was my partner in crime, quite literally, in this movie, Christine Ames, who plays Demeter. She's absolutely brilliant. Anne-Marie and Brett told me during my costume fitting before we had ever met that they knew we were going to get along, and boy, were they right. I've never laughed so much, and we just have infinite things to talk about when we are together, and we really collaborate well. It's a team effort. When we have a scene together, we are working it out, we are running lines, we are bouncing ideas off of each other. And I really think that this just natural chemistry and this natural friendship that we have outside of the movie is going to translate on screen.
It's the last day of filming.
I know.
It's like bittersweet.
I want to say it went fast,
but it took over a couple years, so I just felt like it would never end. Like the filming process went fast. It just took like thanks COVID.
That's okay. We got to be together more.
Yeah.
Again, if I had the opportunity to play any role, really, against Christine, that would be phenomenal. I would work with her any day, anytime, anywhere, any pay, really. I think we're gonna stay really good friends after this experience, and it's just really special to, come out of the pandemic with a new friend. So last week on August 23rd, 2021, we filmed our last scene. It was the scene that Christine and I were most looking forward to because we got to beat up aliens. And while it was definitely very, very hot on set that day. Almost as hot as it was the day that we filmed the battle scenes on a quarry, and I got a 2nd-degree burn. I'm fine now. I survived. But yes, it was very warm on set that day. All of the aliens were sweating off their prosthetics.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is it in this barn right now?
It's about an 11, but I love hot yoga, so it's perfect.
Everyone was very, very sweaty. We had our makeup artist, Jen, with her big roll of paper towel handing us sheets in between takes to pat ourselves down. But we had a ton of fun, and we left everything on a really, really good note. And then Emma, Christine, and I ended up going to the Royal Oak to celebrate the wrapping of Brett Kelly's last movie. So what's next? Well, as an actor, I have to kind of relinquish all control on the project. Brett and Anne-Marie and the editing team are going to go through the footage and put things together so that we have a cohesive story. And my part of this project is pretty much done. I might potentially get called in to re-record a couple of lines. It was very windy on the quarry, but essentially, the project is no longer in my hands, and I will get to see it on the premiere date along with everybody else. As I'm recording this, we don't have a trailer. We just finished wrapping, but I do have a quick preview that I am going to include at the very end of this video. If you want more information on Galaxy Warriors, if you'd like to see a different sneak peek, I highly recommend that you check out Gray Chance Entertainment's YouTube channel. This is one of Brett's channels where he promotes his movies, and it's one of the best places to get Galaxy Warrior content when it comes out. If you want to follow on how things are going, I also highly recommend that you check the Galaxy Warriors Facebook page. That is where all of the news is posted in real time. So if you want to get your information right from the horse's mouth, that is the place to go. I will have that linked below as well. Just because filming has come to a wrap on Galaxy Warriors doesn't mean there's not more Galaxy Warriors related content coming your way on this channel. I really want to take you with me to my very first movie premiere, and I'm thinking about doing a reaction video to the official trailer that's supposed to come out pretty soon. So if that kind of thing interests you, I highly recommend that you click the subscribe button, like this video, maybe comment a space related emoji so I know that you've made it this far into the video. And while I have so many exciting and new things that I can't wait to share with you, I think that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. And now, without further ado, the Galaxy Warrior sneak peek.
Wow.